Hello and welcome to this short introduction to TRACXit. So what is TRACXit? Well, TRACXit is an ethical website analytics platform that enables you to be able to track your website analytics without compromising your users' privacy. It's something we're very excited about. So to start with, in order to log into TRACXit, I would have already created an account to get to this point, but I would log in with my email address and my password. So I'm just going to do that like so. Once I log in, I'm presented with the dashboard. So the dashboard is designed to give you all of the sort of most important data at your fingertips. So to start with, something that's really important to marketeers and businesses is your web page visits. So this is the number of web page visits in the last 6 months. So you can see 247 in July and 230 in December. And you'll also notice that this is color coded. So if you have a great month, like 279 in August, it's better than July, that will go green. And if it's worse in the following month, like September, 247, then therefore it goes sort of like a pastely red color. So you can really easily understand whether you're doing better than you did in the previous month from a web hits perspective, or if you're doing worse than you did in the previous month. And obviously you can alter your advertising campaigns and you can alter your sort of marketing campaigns based on that information. On the right hand side, we've got your engagement rate. So engagement rate is the new industry standard for tracking the engagement of a website. It used to be bounce rate. So bounce rate used to be the percentage of people that left the website. Engagement rate is the complete opposite. So it's the percentage of people that are engaged with the content on your website. That's also really cool. Down here, we've got the trackable actions. So trackable actions are really a really nice feature, actually. They're designed to basically enable you to track anything you like. An example here is this Instagram link. So because you're using TRACXit on your website, if you have a button to an external site like Instagram, and you want to be able to track the number of clicks through to that Instagram account, you can do that by creating a trackable action. So you can see here, we've actually had 371 clicks through to our Instagram account, which is actually a click-through rate on web page visits of 16.94%. So this is a really powerful tool to be able to understand sort of real sort of nano, I'll call it nano as in small parts of your website and how they're performing. We'll come on how to add trackable actions in a few moments, and I'll take you through the more in-depth section of trackable actions soon. At the bottom, we've also got the compliance section. So the compliance section is basically designed to also make it easy for you, especially if you're using just TRACXit. You can generate a privacy policy. You can share that you don't, use any cookies and that you're actually protecting users' privacy. And you can also have an opt-out link if you'd like to have an opt-out link for your users on your website. So that's an overview of the dashboard. Let's go and look at some of this in some more detail. So let's look at analytics first. So I can either click view analytics here or analytics in the top menu. Once I'm on the analytics page, I get some of the same data again. I get the web page visits over the last 6 months. But the only difference is that here I get the export button. So one of the things that we're really passionate about is giving our customers the ability to get the data they need in the format they need. Most marketeers actually need a spreadsheet. The top of the organization doesn't want a nice dashboard. They'd like a spreadsheet. So we have enabled it so that you can export most of the data and TRACXit into a spreadsheet so that you can then do with that however you'd like to do with that. Next to web page visits over the last 6 months, we've got total web page visits. So this is the total number of web page visits throughout the entire website. Underneath that, we've got unique page visits. And obviously, this is the total number of unique users of the website. So this is displayed down here. We've got that as a total, and then we've also got it over the last 6 months. Again, you can export the data as a CSV as well. Then you've got engagement rate. So engagement rate is also here. So you've got the different engagement rates and how they've changed month to month, and then the total engagement rate overall, which is the average. And you can see that here. You've also then got top viewed pages. So this is really good for you to be able to understand, where are your users going? What's the top visited page? What content is performing really well? You can see that all here, and again, you can export this as a CSV if you'd like to. And further down, finally, we've got top referrers. So this is the number of people that have referred to your website. So you can see here Facebook, for example, or Google. So you can actually get a real clear understanding of where your people are coming from. How did they get to your website from that side of things as well, which is really exciting. So that's an overview of the analytics page. One thing I will say is that we've really designed this to be easy to use for you, if that makes sense. So for example, if you've got a question about something like engagement rate, you can click about engagement rate, and we give you the sort of industry definition and information around what engagement rate is and how you can improve your website engagement rate. So the whole platform is really designed to make it super easy for you to understand your website analytics, but also so that you just kind of know what's going on. So that's the analytics side of the platform. Let's go and look at this trackable actions again. So if I click on that Instagram link that we talked about earlier, this is how it looks. So you can see I've got the button, hosted on yremedia.com, and that links through to instagram.com/yremedia. So what I'll do is I'll copy this link and I'll put that link into my button on my website. So then it goes through and tracks the data. And you can see here on the right hand side that page has had 2,190 page views, and it's had 371 clicks, which gives us a click-through rate of 16.94%. So how do we create one of these then? Well, what we do is we go and add one. So we click the add button here, and here we can select a category. So document download is a good one. I'm going to call this the prices document. Let's say I've got a document I want to put on my prices page that enables people to download it. I'm going to put this on the prices page, and the URL of my prices page is yremedia.com/prices. Excuse my typing, there's a microphone in the way. If I click download method, I can upload a PDF to TRACXit. So if you don't have it already hosted on your website, you can upload it directly to TRACXit, and then it will also link through to them, or you can use an existing link. If I click upload to PDF, I can give the file a name, and then also I can upload the downloadable PDF here as well. So this is really useful if you don't have access to your website hosting, or you don't have a PDF available, or it's just easier for you and more convenient for you to do it this way. But if you do have a PDF available and already uploaded to your website, you can use an existing link and then just paste that link in here from that side of things. So that's a really good example for document downloads. But another thing that you can look at is obviously email links. So I think we've all been there where we've sent an email to a prospective client or to one of our staff members, and we want to know, it'd be really interesting if we could know if that link in the email was clicked. Well, now you can. So what you do is you just basically type in the action title, where you want to send them, the name of the page, and then also the destination URL. You create that link, and then here's one I made earlier. You can see that link here. So you know you can highlight a bit of text in Outlook and then click add link. You can do that with this TRACXit link, and then you'll be able to directly see the amount of people that have actually clicked that link in the email. So this is also really powerful stuff. And by the way, just so you know, there's no limit on the amount of actions you can have. You can have as many actions as you like, and you can also delete actions when they're kind of done, and you can edit them at any point as well. So this is a really powerful piece of the software that enables you to really track anything that you'd like from that side of things. What about compliance then? So like I said earlier, you can generate a privacy policy if you just use TRACXit. So if I click view here, there's a little confirmation that we need, which is just to say, look, you can only use this privacy policy if you just use TRACXit. That's because if you use third parties, you need a more sort of advanced privacy policy from that side of things. If you agree to this, look at this, it's pre-written for you. The privacy policy is just created for you, and then you can click copy policy text, and then you can paste that on your website. So you're then legally compliant with the laws because you have a privacy policy and an analytics provider that's compliant with GDPR as well as other various data protection laws around the world. So that's that. There's other things in here. So like, for example, if you're proud of the fact that you use TRACXit, well, you can download a little promotional image, stick on your website, or a little bit of promo text just to kind of share with your customers. Because this is a marketing point. It's to say to people, look, we don't track you. We don't pass any of your data on to third parties. You know that we just don't do that from that side of things. So that's where the ethical website analytics really comes in. At the top, there's a couple of other areas as well. So like, for example, if you need support at any time, you can always create a ticket. So you just type in what you need help with, and we'll be able to create a support ticket, and we can get back to you within 72 hours from that perspective. Your open tickets will appear here, and then you'll be able to view your open tickets. If we ask you to reply, you'll be able to reply to them in here, and you will always get email updates whenever anything happens with tickets from that side of things. So we are here to support you wherever possible. If you have any problems, then we can help you from that perspective. Another way that we can help you is by helping you by giving you some of our time. So one of the things that we offer is a consultation, and we offer consultations with our analytics sort of experts. So, you know, we've got a basic consultation, a full consultation. Obviously not compulsory. You can get in touch via support if you'd like to, but this is here if you'd like to go a bit more in detail. So if you'd like to learn a little bit more about, you know, the different consultations that we offer, and a little bit more about TRACXit as a whole and what the platform can do and how your analytics can be improved using the platform, then we can do that for you. And we can also customize the software for you as well, if you'd like to, in one of those consultations. So look, this has been a real quick overview into TRACXit, right? We're really excited about it. We feel like this is a groundbreaking piece of kit, mainly because for the first time, you as a business are able to track your users without translating that data to third parties. Unlike other analytics providers that, they basically sell the data they collect on your customers. Well, if you don't want to do that, TRACXit is the solution for you. So just to summarize then, TRACXit is an ethical website analytics platform. You can remove those cookie banners if you use TRACXit on its own. Something really, really cool from that side of things. You've got the powerful ability to create trackable action links, which is always really good, and you can really customize that any way you'd like to. And you can export to .csv and Excel without any pain, right? So like a lot of the other providers, you have to go through hours and hours of dashboards to be able to find what you're looking for, if that makes sense. So look, thank you for watching this video. And look, if you've got any other questions, any other comments about TRACXit, you can go to TRACXit.com, and you can also book a demo with one of our specialists via TRACXit.com as well. So thank you very much for watching. Have a great rest of your day.